I'm checking to see if we live real quick.
Yeah,
All right,
okay.
all right, we good. All right, shalom, shalom. We're the brothers from the GMS Virginia camp back here once again. I'm the brother Abaya. Got the
Shukakara.
yep, and before we get started, like always, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Hakodash. Double honors to our elder apostles, the teachers, a great millstone, the men that we learn the truth from. And shalom to the hopeful elect, man. Yeah, we're going to get into the topic of ruling yourself. All right, ruling your own spirit. Because a lot of times, well, shit, majority of the time that we're teaching, we talk about the rulership of the other nations, ruling over these other nations, putting other nations in slavery. All right, sitting on the throne, having all your women, having all your riches. But the most important rulership is the rulership of your own self. All right, rulership over your own mind. All right, rulership over your lust, rulership over your spirit. All right, learning self control, learning discipline, learning to go without things that you may deem that you want or need. All right, learning to overcome. All right, because you can't rule, you can't be a king, you can't be a leader, you can't be a ruler unless you're willing to learn to rule yourself first. So we can start off with that First Timothy Babakasha.
That's right. Come. First Timothy 3 and 1. This is a true saying. How it sound? Sound good over there?
Yeah, you sound great.
Come. This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desire for good work. Verse 2. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, after teaching. I can say one thing when it says husband of good wife, a lot of women try to use that. See, but that's just using wisdom, especially in this day of time. You got to go into the history of what was going on during the time of the Book of Timothy. You'll get more understanding. Verse 3.
Yeah,
You want
yeah,
to
yeah. Because when it goes to being a bishop, basically you're a teacher, you're a prophet also. All right, so you don't have time to be delving with many women. All right, so it behooves a bishop, a prophet, a teacher to have one woman. All right, we ain't in the time of being with multiple damn. You can't even balance one woman in captivity, man. So when the book of Timothy was written, all people were under captivity still under Rome. So you have to understand, you being a bishop during that time, why the hell would you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 women? That's hindering your growth and that's hindering your leadership within the church, within the body. All right, we ain't in the time of stunting and showing out. All right, and that's going into the topic of ruling yourself. You have guys that wake up and be a Hebrew Israelite and say, "Oh yeah, I'm about to get all the women I can get," not realizing, hey, this is just the beginning of you working on yourself. All right, you didn't come into the truth to get 20, 40, 50, 60, 100 women right now. You came into the truth to put off that old man and grow into the new man. You got something, bro?
remember, prior to you waking up in this truth, you were underneath the tutelage of your mother. So you got that Queen of Heaven worship. You're a simp, and again, you don't know how to control your emotions. So what are we doing now? We're learning how to control our mind, control this flesh that's been given to so much pleasures, and basically Esau and the Queen of Heaven monitoring and governing our whole thought process. You got it, bro.
Yeah, that's right. So you know, I know because I know brothers have trouble with that. All right, because we all love women, and this lesson isn't talking about women, but that's just where the spirit got it at this one verse. Brothers have a hard time with might not being able to have women right now, or maybe not being able to control their loins and doing too much when it comes to women, and not focusing on self control and discipline. So that verse that the brother just read, if thou be a bishop, see that you have one wife. Which, if you want to be technical, none of these women are your wives according to the laws of Yahweh Shem Shah. All right, unless we're sovereign, all right. Until we get out of the hands of our enemy and we have sovereignty, you don't have control over your kids. You don't have control over your woman. She can leave you at any moment. Your children can be taken from you at any moment. So you have to be focusing on yourself. Now, if the Lord blesses you with a humble woman with a broken spirit that's working on herself also, then that's a blessing. All right. But you as a man coming into this truth, You have to realize, okay, the work within me begins now. All right. And now I'm not coming into the truth to chase after my lust anymore. All right. If the Lord gives you a little cookie every now and then out the jar, if you're a kid, you see the jar full with the cookies. Your parents sometimes may say, okay, it's Saturday. I'm gonna let you get a cookie out the jar. The Lord does that sometimes with his sons. He'll give you a treat. He may allow you to travel. He may allow you to get you a little cutie you found out at at the restaurant or whatever. Little treats every now, but most of the time it don't last long because the Lord wants you focused on the mission at hand, man, which is on yourself. You got it, bro.
It says vigilant. I got the definition of vigilant. It says keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties.
Did you want to expound on that?
You got it, bro.
Yeah, difficulties, and that's what this truth brings. Well, really, the truth doesn't bring difficulties because it brings light to the difficulties that you're going to have to face. All right. All the tribes are facing difficulties right now, whether they're in the truth or outside the truth. We're all under the curses. But what the truth does is bring light to your struggles. And you're like, oh, shit. Now I understand why I got to go through these things. But how do you overcome? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shine, you have to allow the Lord to work within you. All right, like the scriptures say, if you open the door to the Lord, He'll sup with you. A lot of jakes coming to the truth and just want to willy nilly don't work on themselves. They want to just throw on the garment, go out on the highways and byways, shout at the so-called white man, and continue to be that old man. All right, don't have no control over their spirit, don't have no control over their mind. They're not trying to work on themselves. They're not trying to overcome. They're not even trying to fight. They're not even trying to recognize what the fight is. Your main enemy is yourself. Esau is not the main enemy. Your worst enemy is you. The scriptures already prophesied that Esau's ass is going into slavery. So knowing that means you need to be focusing on yourself. All right. So you get brothers coming to truth. They hella lukewarm. Be hella lukewarm. And the scriptures clearly tell you about what's going to happen to lukewarm guys, man. You're not going to make it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that we could be working on with this short amount of time we have left until the return of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. You want to say something, Karol?
It's like you was going into, man, this truth. We come from the Queen of Heaven worship. We come to this thing all messed up, lukewarm. See, but in order to go to war, what's the main thing you have to subdue first? Is your mind. Because when there's war, the number one thing you have to keep is your composure. Because things can get bad, things can get hot, things can become life and death situations. It's a lot of things that can happen during war, but you have to keep your composure. You might have to pray before, during. Hey, just like one thing when the battle was hot, I forgot what battle that was. I think it was I think Moses, I think it was Caleb and Moses. I can't remember, but he had to keep it. They put it pretty much because he had to keep his hands up or the battle would get hot. So what they did, they became creative and made two pillars so he could rest his hands up. In order to even think and come up with a thought process like that, they had to be in the spirit and keep their composure. Or else they would have been, we're gonna die. Our power forsook us. And see, we got to think about it. We literally it's like we have no power because the Lord, and it tells us. See, that's the thing about having knowledge and wisdom and understanding. The Lord even prophesied, said we will have no power, but the Lord is going to save us and redeem us. So having that mindset of subduing this flesh, your mind is number one. Is number one before you go to war with Esau. You got to. Keep going.
Yeah, I got a quick precept for what you just said. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. It says, Therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. And when you look at men in the trenches, when they're at war, hey, they showed you that in the movie Dead Presidents. All right. He told what's his name? Look, you'll be a dead man. You can't focus on the outside. You can't focus on your woman at back home. You know what I'm saying? You can't focus on your kid. You use a dead man looking at your family photos in the trenches, man. You gotta be as though you, hey, like the Lord told his men, be as though you have no woman, be as though you have no children in these times.
Hey, remember the spirit that was going out not too long ago. Elder Yashwama did a video on it. A couple other brothers about the not looking back spirit.
Yeah,
Look back, man. When you leave home, can't be looking back, man.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
if you,
you got it, bro.
no, but if you have these things, like I said, for the brothers that may have women or children, if you do have these things and they're in the house with you, all right, they're actually able to live with you and you have some type of control over them, then you deal with it as such, but you can't never lose focus that yourself is the main focus. All right. You're the main priority. The Lord is working through you. You can't even, the scriptures tell you that women shall be saved. If they have a man, they're going to be saved under that man. All right. So here it is. You have a lot on you. You have even more on your shoulders if you have a woman and children under your household, because their salvation depends upon you getting right. All right. They're following after your footsteps. You're the leader of that household, man. And that's what this passage that the brother's reading in Timothy is going to go into. You got it, bro.
Verse 3. Not giving to one, no striker, not greedy of filthy lucre,
Yeah, like
but
not giving the wine, not no striker doesn't mean you can't drink, but it means don't let the drink rule you. All right. Now we have slippers, but a lot of times you'll see guys they let the liquor rule them. Ain't nothing wrong with drinking, throwing back. That's part of our culture. But here it is, you done drunk too damn much at like a nigga in the world, and now you showing your ass amongst
yep.
brothers that's over you, you know, and brothers looking at you like, what in the fuck? And brothers will take a mental note and just and let it ride and be like, yeah, you gotta watch this guy, man. You know, he lets the liquor rule him.
You
Go
call
ahead.
it two. You call it 2/3 up.
Yeah, you know,
You
you
know,
gotta be able to balance that. You gotta be able to balance all these things. Or like the next thing said, striker. All right. If you know you hot headed, if you know you was always hot headed in the world, then you know that's gonna be a battle for you coming in the truth. All right. So when those instances come up, you can't just be ready to knock everybody the fuck out.
well, the scriptures on that about a man that rages, a hothead, a man that's quick to pretty much a raging man. You know,
Hmm.
person that come up from a fiery region or places where that's what you're known for doing. Quick talking with your hands first, asking questions later. That's something that you really have to reevaluate in this thing, in the truth of this. Pretty much in this truth, man, is a whole brand new 360 turning yourself that you have to evaluate everything about yourself, and that's why rebuke counsel is very important because sometimes may be something that you don't know another brother may pick up, and it's good to listen, because it could be to your benefit, for the bettering of yourself. So it says, not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient, not a brawler, not covetous.
Yeah, because
That's it.
when you're busy coveting things, all right, that you don't need, you're not focusing on the things that'll help you better yourself within your walk. All right. If you got a car that's getting you from point A to point B and is in good condition, why are you meditating on a Lamborghini, man? You know what I'm saying? And that's just one, example, but you'll get on social media, you scrolling and you'll start seeing all these things of the world, the glamorous things of this world, and you'll start coveting after these things instead of coveting after your growth in the truth. All right. You get a nice car and they'll put a big smile on your face. But the best feeling that you should have is when you learn a new breakdown in the scriptures. All right. Or you able to you overcame a demon. You're like, oh shit, damn. I don't even battle that no more. Those are the things that's supposed to give you joy in the world, not oh shit, I got this woman. Oh, she a baddie. Oh yeah, now you smiling from ear to ear, and that's your whole joy. No, your joy should come from overcoming in the truth. Every time you overcome a hurdle in the truth, that should make you smile from ear to ear, because you know that's furthering you towards your crown. The Lord already told you all these things that you want in the flesh, anyways, you're gonna be given 100 times over. So it's like that's where the battle comes in. That's when the battle comes in, because Satan only plays in the realm of the flesh and the carnality. So he tempts you with the things of the world and of the flesh. So he knows all these things that you crave, he has it now. But the struggle is, are you able to wait? Are you able to endure? Are you able to go without? You know, the Lord may give you a woman, but it may not be the time that you desire it. You may have to wait a year, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Lord may
Right.
give you a better job. You may have to wait. Go ahead, brother.
The definition of covetous is having or showing a great desire to possess something belonging to someone else. And it's something and similar, it says grasping, greedy, insatiable, desirous.
That word insatiable. It means unable to be satisfied. So no matter what you get, you can't be satisfied with nothing. You always want more and more and more. And that's what you see with these rich people. The fleshly carnal prizes of the world don't fulfill them. That's why you'll have guys like Kanye coming out and telling you that they depressed and they tired of the bullshit. I guess all the cars and women and houses didn't fulfill you. I guess there's something else missing. See, when we go to camp and we finish a camp, we feel fulfilled. When we do a video, we feel fulfilled. When we watch a brother's video that hits the spot, we feel fulfilled. You don't get that type of fulfillment from worldly things, man. Go ahead, brother.
Definition of insatiable. It says of an appetite or desire impossible to satisfy.
Yep.
Of a person having an insatiable appetite or desire for something, especially sex.
Mm.
It says unquenchable, unappeasable, uncontrollable, and what was it? Was something else. Oh yeah, covetous. Going back to the covetous. And the opposite of covetous is satisfied.
Mm.
And that go being content. And see, this what the truth allows us to basically take heed to, being satisfied of what we have. Even it also tells you in the scripture, it tells you, better is a man that has a place with a hole in the wall than pretty much nothing. Because now it's like every Jake can have just some normal, average, regular shit no more. Jake gotta have a mansion. He gotta have the Lambo with the suicide doors. He gotta have a big chain, a big ass bracelet, everything, man. Gotta do it fucking big. The dunk with 30 fucking inch rims. Everything's gotta be big. You gotta have a baddie. Then he gotta have another baddie. Then she gotta get the BBL. Everything has gotta go to the next fucking rim now, man. Like it's no more being regular, content, or satisfied. And see, that's a big thing that you have to learn how to control coming to this truth. We waking it up, especially us being in captivity.
Yeah, I seen a nigga. I see these. You got niggas online trying to roll the biggest blunt in the world. These niggas
Man,
can't be satisfied. They got to do more and more wickedness. They tattoo their arms. Now they got to tattoo their eyelids. Tattoo under their lip.
hey, now they got to be the leg. Now it's the legs. Now they wear
Yeah.
the hoochie shorts.
Yep.
They should the thigh tat, the calf tat. It's just getting fucking ridiculous out here, man. So it says, verse 4, one that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. So it says, verse 5, for if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of Yahweh Shah?
See, there you go. You have to learn to lead by example. All right. The Lord likens the brotherhood as sheep will flock, and there's shepherds set up amongst all the camps. All right. We're all being built into leaders. First, we're followers, but we're following for what purpose? For one day for us to, in order to lead. All right. That's the purpose of following, so that one day you can lead. All right. So, but how can you lead somebody and you don't know how to lead yourself? You know, don't nobody want to follow a dude that don't have no control over his spirit. The scriptures say if the blind leadeth the blind, they both shall fall into a ditch. And we see a main example of that with some of these Israelites that fall out, still think they got the doctrine. They may have one or two dudes that left with them. And you can clearly see both of these dudes are blind. The blind leading the blind, they both fall into a ditch. Go
Real
ahead, bro.
quick. Proverbs 25:28, one of our favorite ones. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. You got it,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, because a city without walls, well, it has no defense. So if you don't have a defense, what does that mean? Demon party. One demon gonna invite another demon. The other demon gonna call up the other demon. Oh, this nigga ain't got no walls up. We can just walk right on through. Yeah. You about to say something, bro?
Remember, it's like your it's like even in your body, you got your white blood cells that attack what is it, all opposing forces.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if your immune system don't have any defense, you're gonna die. You're gonna drop
Mm-hmm.
fucking dead because nothing to protect you from all of the outside thing that's coming into your body,
Mm-hmm.
especially the harmful, the chemicals, etc. Man, if you don't
Mm-hmm.
have your white blood T cell, if I'm not saying, if I'm not saying it, if I'm saying it correctly, the white blood cells is to attack the opposing forces, and then your immune system. If your immune system ain't working, you're gonna drop fucking dead, huh? So it has to be defense up. So you got again, this how these Slocky, this how you know when you go learn a sport, you want to learn what your defense because you're nothing without unless you got a good defense, man. So I'm gonna keep going. So it says, verse 6, not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil.
Yeah,
And
how do you keep yourself from staying a novice, from working on yourself, growing? Because you can learn all the precepts all you want. You can learn all the breakdowns. It's easy to get the breakdowns. Just go on YouTube, watch a breakdown video, jot it down. You got the breakdown. All right. But if you're not applying the wisdom that you're getting from these videos, if you're not applying the wisdom that you're reading, all right, if you're not applying, so a lot of times we'll be at camp. I'll say things at camp that I can learn from. Because it's the spirit speaking. At the end of the day, scripture say where two or three are gathered, that he is in the midst of us. You can learn from yourself speaking. A lot of times you'll say something and you want to apply it to yourself, which then will make you a hypocrite, man. You know? That'll keep you from being a novice. Go ahead, brother.
definition of novice, a person new to or inexperienced in a field or situation.
Yeah, no experience. But how do you gain experience? Trial and error. All right.
Mhm.
Trial and error. That's the only way you can gain experience. That's the only way you can teach others of what not to do. All right. You don't know not to touch the hot stove until you touch it and burn your hand. Somebody could tell you, hey, don't touch the stove while it's hot. But you ain't never touched it, so you still gonna touch it because you ain't experienced it yet.
I
Then
like
once
the
you
hard,
touch it and burn your damn hand, you like, oh shit, I can't touch that no more.
yeah, I like the hard way.
What's that?
About touching the stove.
Yeah.
I never forget, my people was like, yo, don't touch the stove when it's on. And of course, like the brother said, you like, why do they tell you not to touch it? Then that should be blazing red. You like, ooh, sit your hand right on it.
Yep.
Hey, listen, tell you, man.
Yep. You learn from experience. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, even our parents in the world, you know what I'm saying? They, of course, they was off on things, but sometimes, hey, a lot of things they said, they knew what the hell they was talking about because they went through it. So how much more brothers that are in this truth and applying the knowledge that they're learning? All right, they could tell brothers, hey, bro, watch out for that. Hey, bro, don't go this way. Hey, bro, don't do that. All right, bro, you need to do better on this because they're telling you from a place of experience. Hey, mainly our elder apostles. They teach from and shalom to all the beautiful Arkim and Walking on the comment board. Walk on the comment board. Yeah, our elders they teach from a place of experience. All right, the things they tell us, they're not just reading it verbatim like some pastor at the church. All right, hey brother, can you get First Corinthians chapter 9 in the NIV.
Come.
And
I got one precept too, but I'm gonna get that.
okay, you get your precept. Okay.
Okay. Real quick, Hebrews chapter 12. I'm gonna start at verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children, my son. Despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourges every son whom he receiveth.
Yeah, so when you look at Esau, hey, the scriptures tell you because wicked is not executed speedily, wickedness increaseth, roughly paraphrasing. Why? Because Esau doesn't get judged, right? It's like we do. The scriptures clearly tell you, he's not judged like other men. But why is that? The Lord hates him. He's not his son. He's a bastard. The Lord forsook Esau. Scriptures tell you in Hebrews, he sought repentance carefully with tears and could not find it. The Lord is dealing with his children, the sons, Yasha'Allah, the princes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So he's going to scourge you. He's going to beat you, right? He's going to tell you not to touch the stove, and if you touch it while it's hot, not only is your hand going to get burnt, but he going to spank you for disobeying him. So now you got a burnt hand and a sore ass, man. All right, but it's out of love. All right, go ahead, brother.
It says, verse 7, if ye endure chastening, Yahweh Shah dealeth with you as with sons. For
Yeah,
what
because
son?
he don't want his sons to sit on the throne and be rebellious niggards, all right, with no wisdom. You sitting on the throne, you basically like E. You'll get on the throne because that's what 2/3 are. If the 2/3 was to get the kingdom, they'll do the same thing Esau doing, maybe worse. Poison in the air, poison in the food, all right. Wild ass feast days, all right. Our women will be twerking all over the place.
Same thing. Same thing. If we get reparations right now, a nigga just go because a nigga don't have no understanding. A nigga don't have no wisdom, no judgment. He's not circumspect. He's a
Yeah,
bat. They're the bastards right now. So they're left to they'll be left to their own devices, and they've been given to their own devices. If you give a nigga reparations money right now, yeah, hey, stay away.
yep, yep.
Like the brother was saying, you think niggas is doing dumb shit now? So a nigga got reparation money. Can you imagine what he gonna do with that money?
Yep. Hey, a brother on the comment board put a hard head make a soft ass. He used to hear that all the time growing up. Yeah, that's a saying Jake used to say. A hard head make a soft ass. But the Lord deals like that. One of the laws is what? Spare not the rod. All right. Train up a child in the way they should go, and they shall not depart away from it. So what you're seeing is the Lord told us to be born again, to be like babes. So he's training his children up in the way that they shall be, so we shall not depart away from it. So once we come into our inheritance and get our crowns, get our thrones, we're gonna know exactly how to deal. We're gonna know how to rule because we've learned how to rule ourselves even before we get beamed up in those chairs. All right. During Jacob's trouble, we're going to be learning how to overcome even more, how to rule ourselves even more, how to fight off demons even more, how to maneuver through certain situations, how to use wisdom, like with Solomon when the two women were fighting over the child. All right. This is my baby. No, it's my baby. It's my baby. And in the heat of the moment, he had to make a decision right then and there as the king of the nation. And he said, look, cut the baby in half, give one half give one half to this lady, give one half to that lady. And the mother, because he knew with the wisdom that he was gifted with, he knew that the mother would cry out like, no, I don't want half of my baby. Don't chop my baby in half. But the woman who baby it wasn't, she didn't even utter nothing. Because she was like, shit, I don't care. Chop the baby in half. Neither one of us have it. That was a wise decision. Those are the type of decisions we're going to be able to make with the Lord dealing with us. You want to say something, bro?
Because going back to we've been groomed to learn. Hey, what we're really seeing in front of us with the 2/3 with this wicked fucking devil Esau, the so-called white man ruling the earth, we're really seeing and understanding the importance of the law, statutes, and commandments. We see why we were punished and why we needed to be punished. And it even tells you going back to the damn the poster child, the parable about the poster child. Now we're understanding, since we deterred away from Yahweh Shah and we're putting in a captivity land, and now we seeing what our people have become to, and we got this wicked ruler just this we're another thing we're angry because like this devil is like this the earth doesn't even have to be like this, but we have to be in control. I mean, we have to be in rulership underneath Yahweh Shah for the earth to become to its fullness over again. Because since we had this devil ruling, and now our people are in subjection in a homeborn slave, bro, our people are fucking slaves to this
Mm-hmm.
devil. Because what? Because they don't know the law, statute, commandments, man. So now we're understanding how, hey, when the Lord said, you should be as a guy, you should be as me. I made man in my own image. We're supposed
Mm-hmm.
to have expertise in having judgment and being circumspect, man. But
Yep.
in the kingdom, we're going to be perfect, made perfect. We're gonna know all 613 laws, and we're gonna walk perfect. But right now, it's a trial and error. We're being confined, we're being refurbished, packaged, and being how you say it, tried as gold in the furnace.
Mm-hmm. Yep. To
So
be
it's
made acceptable, because the scripture say what we should be a light unto the Gentiles. How the hell can you be a light if you're engulfed in darkness all the damn time? And so the Lord has to knock all that muck and dirt off of you. All right. And that's not a smooth process. All right. When gold is being dug up, that's not a smooth process. All right. You don't just go in the ground and just pull gold out and it's just sparkling and shining. Man, it's a tedious process digging. It's a tedious process cleaning. And then you got to go into the refinement process of that gold. Go ahead, brother. And you have to find where the gold is at. Go ahead, brother.
we're ready to meet our bridegroom, which is Yahweh Shah. Now, before you meet your bridegroom, you don't you find the best, of the best. You wash, just like the old way of women. Women used to what bathe in oils for what 6 months.
Mm.
You know, we're ready to meet our bridegroom. We're trying to look the best. We're not going like women today. Yo, woman today is it has really became the lowest because see, woman now, she'll give you that box and it'll be funky, man. No respect, no remorse. We can't go out like that, man. Like the brother was saying, we're how we gonna be a light to the Gentiles if we're consumed in darkness, man? We have a low vibration. If we're thinking low, we thinking wicked, thinking nasty. We're not trying to better ourselves, man. Hey, the Lord, it's like when they say you got a CDL, they look at you different besides a person with a regular license because they look at you as you're above the average person who got license. You had a better set of standard that you when you're on the road that you have to drive by. And that's the same thing with us. The Lord had made us, going back to what is it, Deuteronomy 7:6, Deuteronomy 14:2, it tells you, the Lord has set us apart from all nations and had made us above everybody. We're different.
Yep.
Now I'm going back to verse 7. So it says, if ye endure chastening, Yahweh Bashim Shah dealing with you as with sons, for what son is he whom the father chasteneth not? Verse 8, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons?
Mm.
Verse 4, it says, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, as you were saying, I was saying earlier, a soft ass nigga, so what you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It says, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
Mm.
For they verily for a few days chasten us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of holiness. Now, done with that. You say you wanted 1 Corinthians what?
Oh, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, in the NIV.
Okay.
and you can start at um verse 24. But yeah, touching on that scripture you just read though, yeah, we are not bastards. The Lord loveth us. All right. You can't have that mindset that you had in the world when your parents used to whip your ass. Oh, my parents hate me. They beat me. They beat me. They hate me. No, that's not what that means. All right.
That's a
That's a love. You know,
that's a
what's that,
that's
bro?
a that's a Timmy spirit. Fuck you,
Yeah,
mom. Fuck you,
yeah,
dad.
yep, yep.
I
That,
fucking hate.
that's love. Correction is love. That's why you have brothers coming to truth with that nigga mindset when they get corrected and they look at it as hate and not love. Or y'all picking on me. Y'all singling me out. All right. When really no, we just want the best for you. We just want you to be the best man of the Lord. We want all our brothers to be the best men of the Lord they can possibly be, to utilize this gift they've been given to the max to their maximum. All right. Here it is. You got a gift and you sitting on it. Don't think of putting the candle. Brothers will think, oh, because I go down the highways and byways, I'm not hiding my candle. Shit, if you're not utilizing your gift to the fullest extent, you are hiding it. All
Yep.
right. The Lord has this is a precious gift we've been given. If you're not hot with it, if you're not hot with your portion, the Lord can easily take it away. It's a gift that was given. All right. Just like he gave you the proper understanding, he can easily take it away. You got it, bro.
It's like that the parable about the penny. You get that penny, he supposed to flip that penny. Dime, nickel, quarter, etc. You're not supposed to he give you a penny, he come back, you still got that same penny. That means you ain't got no ambition, you ain't got no drive, man. And really even in society, if you ain't got no ambition, no drive, what happens? You toss to the wayside. You're like a sloth, you're a fucking loser. Hey, the world is full of losers, man. You don't want to be considered a scumbag, a fucking moron, or a loser. Uh, uh, 1 Corinthians 9:24. It says, "Do you know, Slaki? Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They
Yeah, it
do it
goes into
to get."
strict training. Goes into strict training. Strict. Look at that word strict real quick, Babakashaw.
Yeah.
Because you'll see boxers, you'll see athletes. You see the glory of them when it's game time, when they're on TV and they got the crowd watching them. But you don't see the strict regiment waking up at 5 a.m., shit, 4 a.m., running with a weight vest on up a mountain. You know what I'm saying? The trucking through tough terrain, building their mental up. All right. Hey, you got these Olympians, right? The Olympics come how many years are the Olympics set apart? The major Olympics. What is it like 6 7 years? Huh?
The World Cup is for, I
Like
think that
like the world, like the major Olympics is like 6 7 years. It's a long time. 4 5 6 7 years. You'll have these gymnasts and these track stars. They will train for years just for this big moment on the world stage. All right, like the brothers reading a race, but one get the prize. They're in strict. That takes hella discipline to train for years. All right, for years. No glory is coming your way. No awards are coming your way. Nobody's shouting your name. Nobody's posting you on social media. But you got on your mind when the Olympics come out. This 5 years that I've been training is going to be worth it because I'm going to show out on this world stage. And that's what this truth is like. Nobody sees the strict regiment that you're doing behind closed doors. Nobody's seeing how much you're on your knees praying. Nobody sees how much you're fighting to break off that old man and overcome. How much,
it's
bro?
for.
4 years. All right. That's a long time when nobody giving you any praise and glory, and you have to wake up every morning and work out when you're weak, when you're tired, when you're depressed. You can't make excuses. You can't tell your trainer, I had a bad weekend. I had a bad week. I can't train. You can't train. Well, you don't want the gold medal then.
Mhm.
You gotta train when you're depressed. You gotta train when you in a good mood. You gotta train when you weak. What's that, bro?
Train when you don't want to.
You gotta train when you don't want to. That's the only way you're gonna receive your glory. That's the only way you're gonna receive your crown. And then when they get on that podium with the gold medal, it's all worth it. Shit, even the ones with the bronze medal be happy because they understand how much work it took to even get to that point. And they had the Olympics with all the nations there, and they were able to get a medal. You may look at that bronze medal and say, "Man, that's a fucking bronze medal. He didn't get the gold or the silver." But that person that got that bronze, like, nah, nigga, you don't know what it took for me to even get here. I'm gonna
Hey,
hang this
man,
bronze up on my wall.
mad countries be there representing.
Yep, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got it, bro. Oh, did you get that word strict?
Yeah, I got two definitions. So it says strict. It says a stringent and requirement or control under strict orders, severe in discipline, in the flexibility maintained or adhered to, rigorously conforming to principle or a norm or condition,
Mm,
exact, precise, tight, close. The other one I have is demanding that rules concerning behavior are obeyed and observed.
so you're applying everything that you're learning, and you go into the hyperbolic chamber. You on some fucking Vegeta Goku shit with the hooked up, and you everything that you learn is in the tube, and you just in that bitch just, you know what I'm saying? So when you come out the hyperbolic chamber, you on a whole nother level. You can level up, you know. You don't even remember the man that you used to be a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because you just growing, you steady growing and overcoming and fighting, man. You getting better and better. And you'll look at your old videos, you may see an old video and be like, damn, I'm a whole different monster now. You know what I'm saying? I wish a dude will come up with that same bullshit. You know?
It's like when somebody want to lose weight, they really got to put in a lot of work and do cardio. They got to run when they don't want to, jump rope, swim, bike. When it's hot, when it's cold, you got to watch what they eat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's some more definitions. It says stern, severe, harsh.
Mm.
Man, yo, hey, again, when you go to train or want to lose weight and burn calories, etc., and even when you even to get better in this truth, man, you got to it's certain things that you have to cut out. It's harsh. It's uncompromising, firm, austere, things that you might not like. Things, yo, I'm telling you, man, it's not easy. But hey, that's what the script. That's what Yahweh always said. That's what he took that little child and presented him. You have to be as a child, man. In order for you to for a child to go into see, the world got shit fucked up now because they allow these kids to be kids and they grow up to be fucking kids. You know, a child life shouldn't be just all glamour and glory, glitter, and he get treats. And when he go to the store, mommy, I want Skittles. Okay, put the Skittles in the bag. Every fucking time he wants something,
Yeah,
mommy, I want to. Okay, get it. No, that child
yeah.
has to be putting fucking work, learning. Cause really, you gotta think about it. Because prior to this kingdom we live in now, there weren't no fucking schools, man. Your parents taught you. You
Mm-hmm.
know. So going back to what were we at? First Corinthians. So it says First Corinthians 9. It says verse 25. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last.
Wow. Yeah, because you look at, like I was using the analogy of gold medals and championships. All that's gonna fade away. Shoot, even before the destruction, you may die. You got a lot of these celebrities that just passing away now. You may die, and nobody's gonna. They may talk about you for 2 weeks tops, and then the next big topic of discussion is up. That's a corruptible prize, man. What we striving for, we should be going even harder in the paint for it, because we have a crown that's coming that's never gonna fade away. For all eternity, we're going to sit on these thrones. For all eternity, we're going to be a light unto the nations. For all eternity, we're going to live, throughout the universe. All right, through all eternity, we're going to have dominion over the earth, rule over the earth. It's never going to end. So how much more us that's coming into this truth to fight even harder? Hey, like the scriptures say, let no man take thy crown. I always love to say this. You will be the man to take your own crown, man.
Mm.
You will be that man because you don't want to do the necessary things it takes to overcome, man. You got it, bro.
It says, they do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever.
Yeah, that hits it straight on the point. We do it for a crown that will last forever, man. Never gonna fade away. Never, never gonna be, taken away from us. All right. Esau is never gonna be able to come again and rape our women, sell our kids off, butt break you. All right. All that's gonna be done away with. He ain't gonna be able to control Hollywood, control the media, and write lies about us. All right. We gonna have control over the earth. We gonna have control over the media in that day. What gets
Yeah,
pushed out.
they're not gonna Yeezy you, make you say something, make you say sorry,
Yeah.
or all this bullshit. Then get the little old Jungle Boo niggas to come up, attack, attack Kyrie, to attack Yee at the same time. But these Negroes don't say nothing to Massa. But
Hmm.
6, yeah, you niggas are a trip, man, because you've been programmed to love this fucking cracker, this devil, your enemy. So it says, therefore, I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air.
Mm. Yeah, you running with a purpose. All right. A lot of these people they don't understand that everything that they did was really. You go watch a movie, right? And you have the protagonist. You have the hero, you have the villain, and you have the drama that's in between. In between, all right, until the culmination of the end of the movie. But throughout the movie, you got people doing different things. All right, you got people winning awards, you got people fighting over there, you got people shopping over there. People don't realize a lot of things that you're doing in this life is vanity. Because if you're not a part of this truth right here, if you're not in the fight, you really don't matter, man. You're really insignificant. You're just filler for the movie. All right. So us realizing that we got to understand the role that we have within the Lord's movie. All right, and it's a major role. You the spotlight is on you. It's a scary thing because the angels are watching you even closer. The Lord got His eye on you, but you've been given this role. You've been casted into the slot of a main character, man. And this character's role is to overcome the wiles of the devil. And like the brother brought out, there's no compromising. All right, there's no maybe I'm gonna do this.
It ain't no,
Yeah, gray area. You know,
none of that.
yeah. The scripture, the Lord said, "Let your yea be yea, your nay be nay." Once you come into this truth, you sign that dotted line. That's it. All right, ain't no change in your mind. Cause as soon as you do, the Lord gonna fuck you up, man. You got it, bro.
No, I got a precept. Romans 8:5. For they that after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to
Yeah.
be
So
con
you always want to feed the spirit more than you feed the flesh. All right, because you will feel it too if you've been out. If, let's say, give today as an example. If you was out today, and in 4 hours you was just listening to rap music, your spirit is like, yo, help me, dog, help me. I need you to feed me. Listen to a video, listen to one of them brothers' videos. You know what I'm saying? Pull some scriptures up. Your spirit is moaning and groaning. Because once you start feeding the flesh so much, now you're minding the things of the flesh. Now you start thinking about your ex in the world. Now you start thinking about women you can't have. Now you start thinking about the stuff you don't got in the world. Because all you've been doing is feeding the flesh. So now the flesh is overtaking your mind. And that's the battle. We all deal with it. You had them days you be like, damn, I wasted half my day doing bullshit, man. You know? And but what the Lord wants is for you to try though. All right. He knows you're gonna fail, but like we were speaking about earlier, trial and error brings experience. All right, you got to be in the fight to win. You want to say something, brother?
Oh no, I was gonna say, you know, listen to rap, man. It have you thinking, yo, when that nigga looked at me like that, I should have said something, man. I should have did something. And that's, again, going into you listen to rap music all fucking day, you know, that's when all that carnal shit, especially man, if that shit just start overtaking you, and that's all you're listening to, you're not watching videos, you're not, again. Another thing too, man, in this truth, man, you ought to be diving into a lot more different type of music anyway. Like rap music should slow. I'm not gonna say it should phase out, but it should slowly but surely be like something that you don't listen to a lot because there's a lot of good music out here, man. Like, seriously,
Yep.
rap, Jake created all music. Jake has dived and created a lot of good music, man. Even those Jakes that look like other nations, but they're really Jake. They make some nice music. So again, we got to remember King David played the harp. Them demons jumped out of Saul. So again, man, it's some good music out here. I behoove you to listen to music besides listening to rap music. Tell me, man, when you riding in your car, the demons rouse up, man. So it
Yep.
says verse 6. It goes right into what we're talking about. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And listen to that rap music, man. That's all about death. And again, this is what starting with our apostles on down. We've been saying this, and to the brothers on down. But again, these celebrities are coming forth. That's all you hear. Kill a nigga, sleep, fuck this nigga girl, kill a nigga, shoot a nigga, beat this nigga up. Going back to 3-6 Mafia, the whole what is it? The boom bap New York music, all type, man. It's a bunch rap, gangster rap, NWA, a lot of it, man. So and it's just deaf, and deaf. Even the R&B music is trash. It's that sleep around lust, insatiable desires. Baby, I'll fill you up. And I'm like, yo, your man can't do it like me. I'll fill you. It's wickedness, man. But going back to First Timothy 3 verse 7. Moreover, he must have a good report of them which are without. Sorry, let me start verse 6 again. Not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into condemnation of the devil.
Yeah, and you
More,
and you got a lot of novices in the truth, man. They'll, like I said earlier, it's easy to watch a video and jot down breakdowns, man. Anybody can do that, but you have guys do that, and now they think they on some level, and they haven't been applying anything that they've been learning. So then, when a situation comes up where they all tried, they easily fail the test because they haven't been applying it. They haven't been working on themselves. They'll get around brothers and do certain things that expose it. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be the guy that people seem like, yeah, that brother changed, man. That brother working on himself. You want to say something, brother?
it's some rap music. And man, he must think I'm pussy or something. He got me fucked up. Now I ain't like how that brother looked at me. I don't like how that brother said that to me. That's that rap music, man. You know, That's that novice shit, man. Hey, the Lord is creating experienced men to go out in the battlefield. At first, before you go to war, you get trained up. You get trained underneath men that are experienced. That's our elders.
Yeah.
That paved the way. Men before us, man. And ultimately, Yahweh Shah and the prophets. And that's what the scripture says, Acts, our elders, they shall teach you thy way. But we paraphrase it, you know?
Yep.
And
And it's gonna come a time when the training wheels they're gonna come off, man. You don't know what you're gonna be when all this shit comes down. You don't know if you're gonna be alone. You know where the hell you're gonna be. So you should be feeding the spirit as much as possible, so that you'll be on some type of level, man. Because hey, you're gonna feel it. You know, your spirit, you're gonna feel what you have and what you don't have, what you're equipped with and what you're not equipped with in that day. You know, and you may be overcome with a lot of fear because you haven't prepped yourself for the time coming. But how do you prep yourself? By applying what you're learning. All right. When you're doing these videos, when you're studying, when you're reading, you're building your spirit up. All right. You're not just doing it just to do it. Saying you're Hebrew Israelite doesn't mean a goddamn thing, man. All right. If you're not, that shit doesn't mean nothing, man. We didn't see many guys coming this thing. I'm shallow wall, and the nigga back in the world doing nigga shit, man. You gotta work on yourself, man. You have to work on yourself. Go ahead, brother. We can wrap it up soon too. We're going on that hour.
Yeah. So it says, verse 8, likewise must be Slaki. Likewise must the people be grave. Look up the definition of grave real quick.
Go.
I think that goes into being sober. I'm going to go to the ruler.
Well, while you getting that, I'm gonna read up on the comment board. This is Sirach chapter 30, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. The brother posted from 1 to 3. It says, "He that loveth his son causeth him often to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end." So yeah, better is the end of the man than the beginning of a man. If he's putting off the old nigga, right? Verse 2, it says, "He that chastises his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance." And who's the Lord's acquaintance? The angels. All right, you got Yahweh, why Yahweh shine the angels, and they're going to rejoice seeing the growth of the brothers, seeing the brothers overcome their trials, not just putting on fringes and shouting what tribe you from. But we did that back in the ancient time. We knew what tribe we from. We're from. We spoke fluent Hebrew, and what did they get us? All right. If you're not working on that inward man, it ain't gonna get you nowhere. What's that, bro?
Yeah, they knew. Yeah, just like the brother said, they had that land waiting to sacrifice it for their fucking wickedness, man.
Yep. Verse 3, it says, "He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him." And you're seeing Esau grieving, trying to bring these celebrities out to lead a way to condemn the truth. Nigga mad, man. He basically he leading a pit for himself. He gonna fall into the own trap that he trying to make. You can do nothing against the truth before the truth, man. So this nigga mad that we waking up, and not only are we waking up, see, waking up is the first part, but growing back into your heritage and growing into a righteous seed is a whole nother thing. Overcoming these demons that's been put on us by our enemy, like the brother was talking about rap music and nigga culture and black culture. Overcoming the inner cities, the ghettos, overcoming your past and not always bringing it up. All right, not always focus on the past. That's another thing. You gotta let the past go, man. Every time you talk, you just bringing up the past. Forget about that shit, man. You a new creature. Focus on the future. The past don't matter no more, man. Go ahead, brother.
That definition of grave in the blue letter is semnos. If I'm not saying it wrong, is honest, being honest, honorable person, character. Real quick, precepts. Titus 2:2, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, and charity, and patience. Because again, you come in as a child, then you grow. Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think of these things. And going back to verse 8. Likewise must the deacons be grave, not double-tongued, not given to much wine, not greedy of filthy lucre. Verse 9. Holding the ministry of the faith in pure conscience, and let these also first be proved, then let them use the office of a deacon to find blameless.
You got it, bro.
And yeah, man, again, it's like brother was going to, you got to take this thing serious, man. You're not supposed to come in because, hey, like the brother said earlier, when Yahweh Shah is, he's looking at us. He said, "Damn," you know, because what is it? Ephesians 5, the 5th chapter talks about, about the wickedness of this world, and even at one time that we were, because we were caught in this place, and now, as the Lord motive us, correct us, humbles us, and trieth us as gold. Now y'all should look at it like, damn, he went from, I'm just using an example, a gangbanger or whatever, but now look at him, man. He's humble. To put all that them evil mannerisms down, and then look at him. He walketh upright. He's into life. He's going to the thing that's life nurturing, opposed to darkness, death. He had to look at, before he looking over his shoulder every second, but now, hey, he has a cool head. He has a composure, and that's what the lesson was pretty much about, man. Oh, real quick. I hope y'all don't hear that noise, man. That damn
Yeah, what the hell is that?
AC.
Brother got Edomites in his basement, don't he?
Hey, Shalaki, man. It says Colossians 3:2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead. And we can end it with this. And your life hid with Hamashiach and Yahweh. When Yahweh Shah, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory, going back to being grave. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things sake the wrath of Yahweh Shah cometh on the children of disobedience, and the which ye also walked sometime. There you go. When ye lived in them. But now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. You know?
That's
You got
right.
right.
And you do that by what? Learning to rule yourself first. So, it's all good and dandy wanting to rule over the heathens. We're going to do that. We're going to beat them over the head with that rod of iron. And we're going to do all that. But right now, we supposed to be focused on ruling ourselves, man, so we can get to that point. So we hope this was edifying, man. Lord willing, you take from it what you can. Like always, want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Hakwadash. Double honors to our teachers, the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the full leg. The water to everybody on the comment board. Shalom.
Shalom.